crucial. I want to address just real quickly a couple. I know I'm going to miss a lot, so please keep them coming. I'll try to see as many of the messages are. Two in particular, I want to respond to real quickly if we could. Kimberly asked, how can we get Native American attorney to fight with us in court to try get our son back with ICWA? Kimberly, it's first of all, let me say, you know, I've been the child in this situation. I know I can't imagine going through it as a parent and what you're going through right now. And I just want you to know that you have, first of all, my prayers that this works out. But Kimberly, if you could, if you'll email me at Shaun, SHAUN at lakotalaw.org. I'm going to send you, I'll send you some resources, some things that we have available that are out there, some things that we've collected over time to try to help in these things. And hopefully some of that will be valuable because you're fighting the most difficult war that could ever be fought against a system that wasn't built for you. And so I want you to know that we will do, I'll get those resources to you, and anything I can share or people I can share with, I'll do that as well and get a little bit more information. I also want to address Michelle talked about a few different posts, talked about this system that's not built for us. And I think that's important to acknowledge. This system was meant to eradicate us, not to promote us or make us better. And so I think it's important, but this is why this fight is so important. Because to me, the most important issue we have as indigenous people of this land and tribal nations is sovereignty. Because all of these issues fall under the umbrella of sovereignty. If we have true sovereignty, if we truly fight and get the sovereignty that our treaties and the U.S. Constitution guarantees to us, then we don't have a problem protecting our children. If we get sovereignty the way we're supposed to, and we fight and get that sovereignty, we don't have problems protecting our missing and murdered indigenous women and Two-Spirit, because we have the ability as a sovereign nation to do whatever is necessary to protect our parties and our people. And again, we have always flourished when we're left alone. So what does the U.S. government do? They always try to overrate us. They always try to find ways to bring us to that level. So I acknowledge that what you're saying is absolutely correct. But this is why ICWA is so important, this fight right now, because it is an attack on our children and it is an attack on our sovereignty. And we must fight within everything within us to make sure that if it's struck down, we've got to instantly get legislation passed and new things passed. We have to, as a people and 570 plus nations, come together and say enough is enough. We've got to come together and say, one of my favorite quotes, if you've heard me speak much, you've heard this quote probably, but I actually heard it in a video by his son, but it's a little clip that gets lost on YouTube a lot. But Russell Means was talking about being called radical. And he said, maybe it's true I am radical. He said, but the only thing that I've ever fought for, the only thing that I've ever been shot for, the only thing that I've ever been stabbed for, the only thing that I've ever been arrested and thrown in jail for is to ask and demand that the United States of America live up to their own laws. And we are to that point again, that we have to come together as people and nations, and we got to stand in the face of the United States of America, whether it be the Supreme Court, whether it be legislators, Congress, president, whatever it is. And we've got to ask, but we have to demand that the United States of America start living up to their own laws. If they do that, I promise you, as indigenous nations, we will flourish. No, we're not perfect. Yes, we have to overcome the damage of colonization and how it changed our landscape as a people. But we can only do that if we come together and start demanding that the United States of America lives up to their own laws.